Hey guys, it's Melissa at Practically Creative. I'm not going to talk long. I'm going to show you something. I've had a couple of questions about why do I doodle on paper. So I'm going to show you doodling on paper. And while I do that, I'm going to explain to you why I'm doing it on paper. So let's switch cameras here. So today we're going to doodle on paper, and I'm going to start with a simple shape. I'm going to start with a heart. I know I've picked my pen up, but then I'm going to start right up here. And if I was doing this with a sewing machine, of course, I would never pick my pen up. But I'm going to start up here. And what I'm doing is I'm just drawing my doodle to figure out how I will go around something. Now down here at the bottom, I want to start and go back the other direction. I always end up with a wonky looking one there. But this gives me a better idea of what I'm trying to do and helps me get used to where I'm supposed to do this at. It also shows me, from my mind, what I want to do when I'm going around. I know I picked my pen up, and it looks kind of rough right now, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do what's called echo quilting. What I'm going to do now is called echoing. And I don't have to be exact to how the previous item looked, but I do want to try to make my curves look pretty. And then where am I going after I come out of this heart? Do I want to do another round of echo quilting? Probably not, but what I'll do here is I will bring myself a little swirl. I'll bring myself in a little swirl, and then I can echo around that swirl if I want to. Just to come back out of that corner that I'm looking at. No two people's feathers look alike. No two people's swirls look alike. What you want is something that works for you. So if you don't like doing swirls, you don't have to do them. But this way, I get to kind of work out how this feels when I do it, what I consider right. And then I'm going to come out here and I'm going to echo some more. I can go as far down in there as I want and echo back out. And then I can come into another swirl if that's what I like. And you'll notice that my swirls aren't always equal distance apart. When I quilt, that's something I want to work on. And I can come back out right here and put a little swirl in there. I don't have to put Paisleys on that swirl if I don't want. It could just echo up around here till I get to a spot where I want to put another swirl. I could go into another swirl. And your feathers don't have to be the same size. They don't even have to be the same shape. They just need to be something that looks pleasing to you when you do them. Now you could do something like this over your whole quilt, or you could turn it into something else. For instance, if you had a block that you really wanted to accentuate, you could do that and then come out and do a meander or a vine or any kind of other design that you want to do. The big thing is that you want to teach yourself how to get down in here and then go back and look at what you've got. I have a bare spot here that might be around something that I had accented in a block, like a fussy cut piece. And then I've got all these echoes around. So this whole area is very tightly quilted. And I can make this meander bigger. Most quilts, most of the batting that I use calls for 4 inches for the areas to be quilted no more than 4 inches apart. So I can make this meander as big as I like. But I like this. I think it's pretty. And by the time you're done, nobody's looking at it super closely anyway. So even the areas that I thought were a little whenever I was first doing them, I think look good now. So there's my doodle for today, and I will see you guys soon.